Weekly horoscope for December 16th through the 22nd. Welcome, dear friends. This is the astrology prediction in which I will walk you through the most important astrology events during the upcoming week. As you can see, we have two positive Mars aspects with Saturn and Pluto, which I kind of feel will be the most important ones. They can help you to take more action, to be more organized, to be more empowered and confident. And eventually it can help us to achieve better results. Mars and Saturn are both very strong currently. Mars in Scorpio, Saturn in Capricorn. So the week can be very productive for hard work and for consistent activities. On the other side, there will be also two challenging aspects. Venus squaring Uranus, which can bring some emotional challenges or surprises or strange situations in relationships. And Mercury will square Neptune, which potentially can bring some complications in communication or can make us a little bit confused about something. So we have to explore this one as well. And also Venus and the Sun are changing their sign positions, which is also a major shift. With the Sun ingressing in Capricorn, it's time for some serious work. We are just getting started, and actually in January, we are going to have even more Capricorn energy activation. So it's time for work and serious efforts. With Venus in Aquarius, it's also time for more freedom in relationships and some kind of new experiences which we may enjoy. Now, that's just the general picture, but we are going to walk through each day of the week and to see specifically what you can plan and what would be the best to do during each day. Before that, I also want to share with you a special gift for the upcoming year. The January 2020 calendar is available as a Google integration and a PDF document completely for free. And also, you can join the new program Eclipses Journey 2020 for free during the first 3 days. We start on January 1st, and this program will help you to transform your subconscious mind and make drastic changes in 2020. All of that you can find below the video in the description. Now let's start with Monday, obviously, with a minor challenging aspect. Mars in Scorpio is going to have a semi-square with Jupiter in Capricorn. This aspect, even though we say it's a challenging aspect, I think that it can still help us to be extra productive. With such combinations, we may feel inspired and more ambitious. Probably there will be some frustration because we haven't achieved something, so we want it and we really need to work harder for it. But eventually the results can actually be very positive. So increased motivation, more desires to focus on our goals. Maybe we need to make certain changes about our plans and how we can get to the point of, having a final result. But this aspect really makes you more competitive and more focused on doing things. At the same time, the transit moon is in Leo on Monday, which also boosts our motivation to have more, to be more, to impress other people, to do something significant. And also, the moon in Leo is great for more entertainment, for enjoying what you are doing, for parties and having fun. So that's an interesting combination, really. Then on Tuesday, it's a different thing. The moon is already in Virgo, and this position allows us to focus more on practical things, to be more organized, to focus on things we have to do, we are supposed to do, be more consistent, but at the same time, there will be a positive aspect with Jupiter in Capricorn, and that can support us to achieve better results, to be more successful, to be also more motivated, and even to, receive some new opportunities. So Tuesday can be one of the most productive days of the week. Wednesday is also very productive because the moon is still in Virgo and has some pretty positive aspects actually. So again, pay attention to the details, be precise, be organized, structure everything. The sextile between the moon and Mars can help you to be more proactive, take more action, take some appropriate risks. And for business, this is a very nice aspect. The trine between the moon and Saturn and Pluto can also help you to be more focused, more consistent, more passionate about your work, and also to materialize your plans and ideas. So Tuesday and Wednesday so far are incredibly productive. On Thursday, we have Mars in Scorpio in sextile with Saturn in Capricorn. Aspect which can make you extremely productive, hardworking, focused, concentrated, and just completing the things that you start. So for work, responsibilities, even financial stuff with Mars in Scorpio, the day can be very productive. But on the other side, we have a challenging aspect between Mercury in Sagittarius and Neptune in Pisces. And this aspect potentially can bring complications, some kind of confusion. When we communicate with others, there may not be a clear understanding. We may tend to forget something or make a mistake when it comes to information or planning. And generally, it's not the best time to focus on, things that require a more detailed approach. On the positive side, this aspect can be very inspiring for spiritual work, for learning something new, opening up your mind for a new perspective. But if you really want to focus on the very small things, be very precise, probably it will be a challenge. And the moon is in Libra on Thursday, which allows you to focus more on relationships, on connections with other people, finding more balance, more harmony around us. So generally, the atmosphere is positive when the moon is in Libra. For Friday, we have some interesting stuff to discuss. First of all, Venus will ingress in Aquarius. So that's a shift when it comes to emotional atmosphere, relationship stuff, how much joy we have. And Venus leaving Capricorn and moving to Aquarius can bring us more variety, more excitement, more positive atmosphere. People can be easygoing. People may enjoy trying new things. In relationships, there can be more excitement, more freedom. So overall, that's a nice position to socialize with people, to communicate, to share more openly how you feel. But on Friday specifically, Venus will have a minor challenging aspect with Neptune in Pisces. And this can bring some potential frustration on an emotional level or oversensitivity or just some kind of unclear emotional relationship stuff. From the positive side, the aspect can bring more creativity and inspiration and may allow you to dream more, to pay more attention to the beautiful things, and to be inspired generally. There is also one interesting aspect on Friday. Jupiter in quintile with Neptune. Two planets which are related to our beliefs, which can be related to our spirituality from a different point of view, of course, and they are connected with the quintile, the aspect of changes. So this aspect may show us some change related to our goals or some kind of new beliefs that we might decide to focus on, some kind of new goals, probably with a more spiritual element or related to more creativity or helping other people. This aspect is very interesting, and to be completely honest, I just remember that I have the same aspect in my chart, so I'm quite excited about it. One thing which I can also recommend you, by the way, is to always check if you have connection between the planets we share in certain aspect. For example, like in my case, Jupiter and Neptune are having aspects. So I check in my birth chart, do I have aspect between those planets? If so, then the transit aspect triggers my natal aspect. And the natal aspect is the more important one. So always pay attention to those connections. And on Friday also, the moon is in Libra, which is a positive position for more harmony, more balance, communicating with people, enjoying the company of your friends or your loved ones. For a Friday night, it would be great to go out and just do something you love. On Saturday, we have a significant shift. The transit sun is moving to Capricorn and will stay there for 1 month. Generally, this allows us to be more concentrated, more focused on work, more focused on the discipline, the order, our responsibilities. Even though the holidays are coming, for some people, this may still be time to think seriously about their own lives, to think about what they want to achieve in the upcoming year. And this may also be the beginning of a new project which you may start in a more practical way. On the other side, on Saturday, Mercury is going to have a challenging aspect with Uranus, which is in Taurus, and we can expect some kind of surprises, things that we haven't planned, or some changes in our schedule, or just more excitement and more desire to do something differently, something that maybe we haven't planned, but it can still be quite new and interesting. And what's important is that the moon is also in Scorpio. This makes the atmosphere even more serious. So sun in Capricorn and moon in Scorpio, those are the two most serious signs. And we can really be in a little bit sometimes gloomy mood, or look too serious on things, or maybe be a little suspicious when it comes to other people. So if you find yourself dramatizing a little bit, remember that's just the moon in Scorpio. And finally, on Sunday, we have Mars in Scorpio in sextile with Pluto in Capricorn. A very empowering combination which can help you to be more focused on doing something that you love, something which is important or you are passionate about. Remember that Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, so here Pluto actually rules Mars. And that's an even more special connection, which increases the strength and can make us even more empowered to do something, to take action. So it's a very strong connection. And the other aspect we have is between Venus in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. There is a square. It's interesting that again there is rulership connection. Uranus is the ruler of Venus here because Venus is in Aquarius, and that makes the aspect also stronger and more powerful. This aspect can bring surprises, emotional instability, or sudden changes of moods. People may react in a strange way, they may overreact very often, or also they may need more freedom, more space. So don't push partners or others, just provide more freedom and do something new. If you are not happy with your life, just try doing something new. And all of that is happening while the transit moon is also in Scorpio. So we have lots of intensity. All of that happening will empower us even more. And we may be really focused on something. One thing which also we have to talk about is the semi-sextile between Mercury in Sagittarius and Saturn in Capricorn. This aspect may allow us to be more concentrated and more focused on something, and also to be more logical about our judgments, about our decisions, to see things from a more practical and realistic perspective. So this Mercury-Saturn aspect can really help the Venus-Uranus challenging aspect, and can help us to be a little bit more grounded and maybe not overreact too much. And that was our weekly horoscope. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget the two gifts, the January calendar, which is completely free for you, and also the first 3 days of Eclipses journey. I'm pretty sure that you will also decide to join us for the whole program, because it will allow you to set yourself up for success during 2020 and really reprogram your subconscious mind during the eclipses corridor, which is such a powerful period for transformations and having more access towards your subconscious mind and actually changing it in a better way. Thank you very much. Let me know in the comments how you feel with all of those aspects, what you're most excited about, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.